Thank you very much for that, Trace. It's actually Lisa and Georgie, because we are standing in the kitchen in front of our idea of heaven, because it looks like there's a week's worth of calories on this table alone, but
at least,
thanks to some creative ingredients, all of these are guilt-free.
Yeah, and they are very easy to whip up at home, and we're joined by the healthy mummy chef, Janet Cook.
Yes.
How appropriate.
Very appropriate.
How are you, Janet?
Thank you very much for having me here.
It's our pleasure.
So what have you done to make such sinister-looking desserts guilt-free?
Well, basically, we've worked really hard. We've got to focus at the healthy mummy on keeping things low-calorie, nutrient-dense. So the fibres that we choose, the flours that we choose are high in fibre, high in protein, high in nutrients, so that you can keeps you full, keeps your blood sugar levels stable.
And low on fat as well.
Yeah, definitely low on fat. Always replace the butter. Butter's not evil. You can have small amounts, certainly, but there are healthier options out there that keep the calories down.
Okay. Give us a bit of an idea then of what we've got here.
Yes, well, we've got some beautiful examples from the guilt-free cookbook.
So these ones here?
Yes, that's actually one of my favourites, which is the chocolate cupcakes with that's actually a yoghurt frosting with pureed strawberries in there.
Great, and this is a guilt-free chocolate cake.
Yes, yeah, the chocolate layer cake.
That's an oxymoron, I've got to say. Guilt-free chocolate cake.
Yes, but let's stamp it out being an oxymoron.
Look, that's my absolute favourite one, and you wouldn't believe that's actually coconut cream in the middle. It's only 170 calories per serve, which is quite amazing. We've replaced the butter there with bananas, so it's beautiful.
Taste butter with banana. Okay. And then what are these?
Yeah,
that's got your name written all over it.
Totally. What is that one?
The chocolate fruit and nut bites. They're so easy to whip up, and you can put anything in them. It's basically some dark chocolate, some coconut oil. That's my favourite way to melt chocolate. You don't have to do the double boil. You just put a little bit of oil in the saucepan, and then you add just whatever you want, basically. It can be nuts, it can be fruit, absolutely whatever you want.
Right. So you're making something for us?
Yeah, so I'm going to be making the chocolate layer cake. So I've just melted a bit of the chocolate for the icing there.
Just normal chocolate?
Dark chocolate. We always go 70% if we can, just because that's the highest in antioxidants and the lowest in sugar.
Yep.
So we start off here. We've actually got some Natvia that helps keep the calories low. Natvia. So that's a Stevia Blend.
Oh, Stevia is completely calorie-free. I heard about that recently.
Yes, it's fantastic.
From a plant.
Yeah.
What's Stevia? Sorry, I don't know.
So it is from a plant, and it's the leaf that's incredibly sweet. It's a lot sweeter than sugar, so you can use a very small amount of it. Natvia is a form of it that you can use where you can use it one-to-one with sugar.
Okay.
Stevia on its own, you use a very small amount. Very small ratio.
Let's keep going. Sorry.
That's okay. So we'll just pop the bananas. As I said, the bananas are actually...
the butter?
Yes, replaces the butter in there.
So just
keep the moisture in the bake. Yeah, just mashed up with a fork, just like any mummy would do for her toddler. Then we've got the egg white, obviously high in protein, really keeps that moisture in there as well, and helps give the bake a little bit of fluff. Yeah. Now this is a method I like to call a dry whisk. So we've actually got in here wholemeal flour, almond meal and baking powder. It's almost impossible to sift whole food ingredients just because they're a little bit chunkier. So I like to do that, make sure that it's well combined.
Isn't almond meal a great ingredient?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's high in protein, high in flour, and it really makes the cake nice and fluffy. So we mix that one well. And then we can move on to actually putting the cake together, because we did actually prepare a bake earlier.
Okay, so once you've done all that, you then put that in the oven for how long?
About 40 minutes, give or take. If you're using a different sweetener, if you're using like rice malt syrup or something like that instead of the coconut sugar, a lot of people are avoiding fructose these days, then you can actually, just watch your cooking times if you're swapping that. I'll just get one out of the oven.
Carl's turned up, so we know the segment's over, unfortunately. His head's come off.
I knew he'd be cheeky.
There we go.
So in the middle, we've actually got coconut cream.
That's the coconut cream, so you just whip that up, do you? Do you put anything else in?
No, actually, coconut's got a natural sweetness, so you don't actually need to add anything. You can if you want, some agave or some rice malt syrup. And then just layer that in there, and that one goes on top. So,
do you mind if I help?
Absolutely, thank you.
I'm going to get into trouble. There we go. Beautiful.
Thank you. And then the icing is as simple as melting some dark chocolate together with coconut oil. As I said, it's my absolute favourite method for putting together the
Well done, Janet. Great ideas. And that book's readily available?
Absolutely. If you check out healthymummy.com, you can see where that recipe book is available.
Yep.
You can also see our exciting new winter weight loss challenge that we've got coming up. Sign up starting on Sunday. So that's fantastic. Meal plans, diet plans,
Good on you.
plenty of support. It's fantastic.
Well done.
And right here is the finished product.
Yes, if you'd
Great
like to try
stuff.
it.
Thank you very much for that.
I'll
Okay,
have this head.
we are going to the break because thank you very much, Janet.
Yeah, thanks, Janet.
And after the break, Celeb Buzz. What's the latest, Richard?